Hi guys, so today I will be ranking every single Chapter 1 location from Chapter 1 Season 1 to Chapter 1 Season X. There is 38 locations, so let's get straight into the video. Starting off at number 38, I put Flush Factory. This is because Flush Factory is right at the bottom of the map. There's like nothing really there. I mean, Lucky Landing's next to it basically. But other than that, there's nothing there. It's just barren land. There wasn't a lot of chests or mats there as well. So, at number 37, I put Dusty Depot. This is because there was literally only 3 chests. There was more mats though, because there was some pallets there, some wooden pallets that give you tons of mats. It was nearer the middle of the map as well, so. At number 36, I put Haunted Hills. This is because it's just empty. There's nothing there. No one lands there as well, so you barely get any kills. There is some wood with the trees as well. There's a few chests there as well. At number 35, I put Sunny Steps. This is because there may have been quite a little bit of wood with the trees in the jungle, but people could just shoot you from the volcano because the volcano is higher up. And it's like at the top right corner of the map, which is just pretty bad. At number 34, I put Junk Junction. This is because it really did have quite a lot of metal. But there wasn't too many chests there. It was right at the top left corner of the map as well, so it was kind of far from everything else. And number 33, I put Pressure Plant. Because when you're inside the actual location, people could just shoot you from the walls of the volcano, and like it's like way too open. So at number 32, I put Moisty Maya. I put Moisty Maya here because it's just like there is quite a few mats there and some chests there as well, but you have to go through the horrible swampy water to get there. So. At number 31, I put Loot Lake. I put Loot Lake here because it was improved after the butterfly event in season 6. But I'll get into that later on in the video. But like the house in the middle, like you had to go through the water unless you built over it, which took a lot of mats. There was very few chests there as well. So yeah. At number 30, I put Tomato Temple. This is because there was quite a few chests there. There was like 3 at the top of the actual temple, but there just wasn't a lot of things going around there. It just wasn't really close to anything as well, so. At number 29, I put Tomato Town. I put Tomato Town here because, it didn't have a lot of chests. The closest house was outside of Tomato Town. Yeah, it was pretty boring as well. And number 28, I'll be surprised if you remember it, but I put Moisty Palms. This is because, the swampy water was back. There was quite a few buildings there, which meant there was quite a few chests. But when you crouched, it made you into a prop, which was pretty annoying, so. And number 27, I'll be surprised if you remember this, very surprised if you remember this. But I put Leaky Lake. Leaky Lake came out just after the season 6 butterfly event, but it was only in the game for a few days. It had way more loot than Loot Lake, which is great. There was like less water to go through, which was better, so yeah, that's all I have to say about Leaky Lake. At number 26, I put Wailing Woods. I put Wailing Woods here because Wailing Woods had so much wood. That was the sky-based spot in Chapter 1. But like, once again, it was like really far from everything else. It was at the top right corner of the map, around about where Sunny Steps was. So, at number 25, I put Lonely Lodge. This is because it had quite a bit of wood, like Wayland Woods, because it's right next to Wayland Woods. It had more chests than Wayland Woods as well. Wayland Woods only had like 2 chests until like season 4 or something. But yeah, Lonely Lodge is just a great location. It's very quiet there as well, so like so you know you're not gonna die right off the rip. So if you'd rather loot up than die, then Lonely Lodge I'd definitely recommend. At number 24, I put Fatal Fields. This is because Fatal Fields is a farm, right, and it has like quite a bit of loot. It yeah. It was around Sorry Springs and Paradise Palms when Paradise Palms came out. So yeah. At number 23, I put Anarchy Acres. This is because, right, Anarchy Acres is basically right next to Tomato Town, so you can go there and get more loot, like there's much anyways. But Anarchy Acres is more spread out, which I think is better. I would say it had more wood than Fatal Fields as well, so I just think Anarchy Acres is better than Fatal Fields, my opinion, but yeah. And number 22, I put Frosty Flights. I put Frosty Flights here because Frosty Flights was like right to the left of the map, so it's really far away from the middle, but it's still good. But it didn't have a lot of mats there. It did have some trees around. There wasn't really too much metal. You can get X4 Stone Wings or planes from there, but yeah. And number 21, I put Lucky Landing. I put Lucky Landing here because it was lucky. But real reason. It's right at the bottom middle of the map, which is pretty bad, but you know. I mean, it helped Booga win the World Cup, which is insane. Probably just because it's lucky. Yeah, and that's all I have to say about Lucky Landing. Oh yeah, it's right next to Fatal Field as well. Yeah, that's a good thing. At number 20, I put the block. I put the block here because it was great. You can't really say stuff about the chests and whatever because it was different all the time. But it had this legendary chest in the middle or something. Yeah. It had some great ones as well. It had the black and yellow pyramid, if you remember that. I think it was season, I don't know when it was. It was some time, yeah. But it was great, so. At number 19, I put Tilted Town. I put Tilted Town here because Tilted Town, right, I didn't really like it because, like, you couldn't build, so you couldn't really protect yourself. You couldn't break anything, so it was harder to get the chests. And yeah, it's like, it was like a very old version of Zero Build, but you couldn't break anything then. So that's all I have to say about Tilted Town. Next at number 18, I put Polar Peak. I put Polar Peak quite high up because you can easily shoot people from Polar Peak, and around about the start of season 7, you could get the Infinity Blade and just slice people up. At number 17, I put Shifty Shafts. I used to love Shifty Shafts, I remember. But there was like this great big tree on top of a hill right outside of Shifty Shafts that you can break to get tons of mats. There was 3 chests around it, not guaranteed by the way. There was a few houses just outside of Shifty Shafts. You can easily break those big trees to get quite a bit of wood. You could there was quite a lot of chests in Shifty Shafts, I remember. So, at number 16, I put Greasy Grove. This might be a surprise to you, but if you don't remember, Taco Time existed in Season X, which ruined Greasy Grove for me. It was great from season 1 to season 5, I think. No, season 7. But like Taco Time just ruined it. Just go and ask Mongrel, he'll know. At number 15, I put Risky Reels. I put Risky Reels at number 15 because it was right at the top right corner of the map. It had tons of metal though. It had quite a few chests as well. And if you're a real OG, you would remember the Search 7 chests. Yeah, I don't remember that. I started in season 7. At number 14, I put Gotham City. You may be quite surprised at this, but like, I just didn't really like Gotham City that much. It just wasn't for me. It did have a few chests though, I remember, but it was very dark though, which wasn't that good, so, yeah. I just don't really know what to say about Gotham City. I didn't really know where to put it anyways, so. At number 13, I put Dusty Divot. This is because Dusty Divot had tons of chests. It had great wood. In season 5, Dusty Diner came out, which had quite a few chests. Unfortunately, it got removed in season X. But I just thought it was good. It had at the start of season 4, it had the Hop Rocks as well. Well, I think they were there throughout season 4, which was good. So, at number 12, I put Snobby Shores. I think Snobby Shores is so underrated. I know it's like right at the left side of the map, but it had quite a few chests there, I remember. It really did. It had some good chests there. It was pretty close to Greasy Grove. It was right next to Viking Village, which people loved. So, yeah, that's all I really have to say about Snobby Shores. At number 11, I put Lazy Lagoon. This is because back then, although it's like right at the top of the map, it like the pirate ship had tons of chests. I remember there was like a little town or something just next to it. Oh god, that had tons of chests. It was my brother's favorite location back in the day. I remember. At number 10, I put Starry Suburbs. This is because Starry Suburbs, you could get the legendary tactical SMG out of the stars, which was good. It didn't last long, Starry Suburbs. It was right at the end of Season X. It was very small, though. Easy to loot up because of the stars, because stars were everywhere, so, yeah. At number 9, this might be a little bit nostalgia talking, but Happy Hamlet, I put. Happy Hamlet was the first ever location I landed at, I remember. But it had it had quite a lot of chests, though. It was quite far from everything else, where you could go to Polar Peak, and Frosty Flights to get a plane. So, yeah, I think that's just a little bit nostalgia talking. Sorry. At number 8, I put Retail Row. I put Retail Row here because, you may be thinking, well, that's low. I mean, that's pretty high up, blah, blah, blah. But if you don't remember, in Season X, zombies existed. And I think it was in Season 6 as well, the zombies. Which were really annoying. But it was a great location overall. It had tons of chests. The houses were quite close together. The retail part, commercial, whatever, was very good. So, yeah. At number 7, I put Mega Mall. I put Mega Mall here because it had tons of chests in the mall. The houses mainly stayed the same. But yeah, I thought Mega Mall was great. I think it was my brother's favourite location back in the day in Season 9, which was great. It was quite close to things as well, like Solid Springs, Little Lodge. Yeah, same with Retail Row, but you know, whatever. At number 6, I put Lazy Links. I think Lazy Links was so good. It had 80Ks in and quad crushers. Well, actually, I don't know if it did have quad crushers, but yeah. It had like quite a few chests as well. I remember landing there with my brother back in Season 7. It was just so good. It was like right next to Tomorrow Town as well. I mean Temple, so yeah, that's good. At number 5, I put Neotilid. I put Neotilid here because it had tons of chests. Fighting was quite hard there though. It had slipstreams around, which was great. You can easily get to Mega Mall and whatever with the slipstreams and Loot Lake. So yeah. At number 4, I put Salty Springs. I put Salty Springs at number 4 because Salty Springs was such a good location, I remember. It's very nostalgic. Hopefully that's not nostalgia talking me putting it at number 4. But it had tons of chests. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about Salty Springs. Oh, it was quite close to the middle as well, which is good. You can go to Retail Row, Gotham City or whatever, around it, like Tilt Towers or whatever, I don't know. And number 3, I put Paradise Palms. Paradise Palms may be like right at the bottom left corner of the map. I mean bottom right corner of the map. But it was great. It had tons of loot. Fail Fields was right next to it. Same with Retail Row. Lucky London was right next to it. There was quite a lot of mats there as well. Cactuses. Kevin the Cube spawned right outside of it. The racetrack was quite close, which you can get ETKs and Quad Crashers from, which is great. So, yeah. At number 2, I put Tilted Towers. You may be thinking, well, that should be number 1, but this is my opinion, so how about you shut up? But Tilted Towers are tons of chests. I think Tilted Towers may be a little bit overrated, but yeah, I think it was so good, Tilted Towers. You can fight people live pretty easily, but to be honest, in 2 seconds you'll probably be dead, so. And at number 1, I put Pleasant Park. I think Pleasant Park is underrated. People don't like it because it's like buildings and houses and whatever, like too far away from each other. But to be honest, it doesn't really bother me because you can just build anyways. So yeah. It had tons of chests as well. Like there was so many chests. So yeah, I loved Pleasant Park as well. You can actually play football on the football pitch. That like little park area thingy in the middle, where all the benches are, had a chest, which is great. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my worst to best on every chapter 1 location. I will be doing the same for chapter 2 till 5 for now until chapter 6 ends. So thank you guys for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and goodbye.